Hey there, it's Melissa and welcome back. So today I am taking part as a guest in Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches 5. That was the sketch. I'm not sure who the sketch is by. Christy will probably say on her video and I'll put the link to her below. And so what I did was I used that rainbow cut file from Confessions of a Paper Addict. I have trimmed along the top of the rainbow. It's actually meant to be one whole 12 by 12 sheet. So the silhouette, the cut file gets your silhouette or Cricut to cut the rainbow parts out, and it also cuts the holes for stitching. So it's a stitch and cut file. But I wanted to use that teardrop or raindrop paper for my background. So I just trimmed or fussy cut along the top of the rainbow. It's not perfect, but I'm not bothered by it. I think the photo and the embellishment kind of take over and you can't really tell. So off camera, I backed that cut file with papers that I wanted to be rainbow order, but I didn't have all the colours that I wanted, and I added pink to my rainbow because I quite like pink in a rainbow. And in the end, it completely didn't really go with the order of rainbow colours anyway, and that's fine. So I kind of took the rainbow part of the sketch and then I just let the layout flow from there. The sketch has 3 photos and it has a title in a different place to where I put my title. But what I love about sketches is that they are really an inspiration point or a jump off point, and then you can pretty much do whatever you want. There's no rules with them really. So I love this sketch that Christy picked for me. It's absolutely perfect for me and my style. The supplies I'm using are my February hip kit, which I am down to making probably one more layout after this, and then I've completely killed the kit. And I just thought that the colours and also some of the exclusives, like that card that I used for my title. I got the Pocket Life kit, but I've used it mostly not Pocket Life scrapbooking. I do the odd pocket page, but I love using the cards that they create. They're exclusive and they're beautiful, and in this instance I'm going to fussy cut it out and use it for my title. So I think I also said, or didn't say, that I did that stitching off camera as well. I had to do quite a lot of, I had to basically layer up my papers behind to be able to glue them down, and then I pierced the holes through the stitching holes, and it was in some instances stitching through about 3 layers of paper, which was quite hard. Yeah, I can definitely feel that in my hand today. My wrist is a bit sore from doing that, but I love how it turned out. And I just did a basic back stitch, so I didn't really feel like I needed to do that on camera. So my photo is all 4 of my kids, and we are in the final day tomorrow of our level 4 lockdown, and we were only really allowed to leave home for essential services or exercise, and my husband took the kids down to the river one day and took this really cute photo of them. And so I've been making a lot of layouts about the latest sort of COVID journey that we're on, and I've decided that I'm going to put them into a separate album that we can so that we can keep them all together, and I won't be putting them into the kids' individual albums or a family album. So I chose the rainbow. I didn't choose the rainbow, Christy did, but the reason I chose this photo and the reason I paired that rainbow with that rain background photo was sort of to talk about, although it's a sad time and it's a hard time with what's happening in the world, and I sort of thought that could be represented by the tears or the raindrops, there's also good things that are happening, and one of them is that our family's all together and we're safe and we're healthy, and although we can't really go anywhere, we are still able to explore our own backyard to an extent. And so that's really what I want to, that's the story I want to tell behind the photo. So here I'm using this Pink Fresh frame, and here comes Ava. Okay, sorry about that. What was I saying? Something about, probably about finding the joy in the everyday at the moment. Anyway, one thing I'm really struggling with personally is being interrupted all the time, no matter what I'm doing. It makes everything take a lot longer, including work. and tidying and cooking and just everything and voicing over. Anyway, I forgot to add that tissue paper from behind my photo. That was I think from a scrappery kit from years ago. The kit was wrapped in there and I just love it. It's that little pop of black and white. And here comes Brielle.
Here's mine.
Okay, what was I saying about being interrupted? Anyway, I'm back. Yeah. So I put that frame on some packaging from Pink Fresh. It's from the My Favourite Things? No, Noteworthy collection. And I haven't used as many of those frames as I wanted to, so I actually like using them for journaling because of the shape. Are a bit smaller, and I quite like scrapping, I guess, larger photos. They do make a perfect place to house your journaling. Now, I didn't write my journaling while I was filming, mostly because I was being interrupted, and I needed my train of thought, because when it's a limited space to put journaling, I want to make sure I'm getting everything down that I want to say. So I did fussy cut that Love Is All You Need for my title, and it took me a bit of time to work out how to place these back down. I'm really happy with how I place them. I think you're watching now me fussy cut the tiniest thing I've ever fussy cut, which is the dot of the eye. And so definitely need my tweezers to place that one back down. Yeah, so anyway, we are in the last, I guess, 24 hours or a bit longer. So it's Sunday today here in New Zealand, tomorrow's Monday, and at 11:59 tomorrow night we leave lockdown level 4, which is our highest, or alert level 4, which is our highest alert level for this pandemic, and we move into level 3, although a lot of people are calling it level or alert level 3.9, because all it's going to change for the next 2 weeks is that people that can work safely with social distancing can go back to work. So what it means is takeaways are going to be offered, contactless purchasing of things. So if you have a retail shop, you can arrange online shopping and then people pick it up without contact. So it's not going to change too much in our house. We'll still be homeschooling and working from home. We might go get a real coffee for the first time in, must be what, nearly 6 weeks, 5 weeks? I can't even remember. Yeah, so for the next 2 weeks, things will continue on as we've been doing them. And yeah, we'll see what happens at the end of 2 weeks. So I guess I better talk a bit about the series. I love Christy's 30 Days of Sketches. I think I've said every time she's asked me to be a guest that I'm always in awe of how she manages to get it done with 3 kids as well. I love her videos. I love watching her kids grow up, and it's a real treat to look forward to one of her videos every day. And there are some other people that are playing along every day. 2 of them in particular I know are Moira and Daisy, and so they've been creating amazing layouts as well. Every time Christy does this, I always think to myself, I really should go through and scrap all of the sketches that she's playing with, and I'm actually thinking of doing that because I've got my next hip kit to kill. Excuse me, I've got April on its way and I still need to work through March, and so that might be a way of getting my kit used up really quickly, because I just love working with sketches so much. So back to the layout, I'm going through the embellishments, and I have made maybe 12 layouts with the kit and I still have so much left. Not so much with pattern paper, but I have heaps of embellishments. So this one didn't need too much embellishment. I think if you've been watching my videos lately, you'll know I've been saying that on almost every layout I make. But in this instance, I wanted to focus on the title, obviously the rainbow and the photo. So I just needed a few things to add to it. And I love that Bloom Street little sticker pack. So I added a flower, and off camera I added a little banner sticker. But that's my layout. So thank you, Christy, for having me. I've loved it. I always love playing along. And yeah, check back tomorrow for another video.